Decoding.Jordan. I'm trans, and I've been out as trans for a little bit over a year now. I didn't come out until to myself until late senior year of high school to late first year of college. And that's not because I didn't know what trans was. That's not because I wasn't okay with it. It's just hard when you know, kind of realize one day, even if, it doesn't happen overnight, but you don't necessarily notice the slow changes. But I woke up and I was like, I don't feel like I'm my assigned gender at birth, and it was not an easy process to go through. I, would just randomly cry at times, and I wouldn't know why, and I would cry when I looked in the mirror. I didn't like how I looked. I felt like I looked 12, like a 12-year-old boy, and I just was not about that life. And, I don't know. That's just kind of how it happened, but I'm okay with the fact that I'm trans. It's not an easy thing to wake up and realize that you're, someone arguably totally different than what you thought you were for the majority of, in my case, my life. Because I didn't figure out I was trans until I was 19, and so, 19 of years of my life I was, or identified as female, and, that's who I was, and, so yeah. There was a time in 5th grade, this was like 8 years ago now, that it was the year I met one of my closest guy friends, and he was my first really, really close guy friend, and, I wanted to do all the stereotypical guy things. I wanted to play video games and sports and wrestle with him, and, it went really well. He didn't care at that time that I was a female. He still, wrestled with me and did everything that, I could handle, that I wanted to do. And he started calling me dude, and, that was great. And sometimes he'd try to flip it on me and call me dudette, which is obviously the female version of dude. And for some reason, that really that hit a button for me, and I was just like, no, I'm not about that. No, if you're gonna call me anything but my actual name, you need to call me dude. And so that was kind of a thing. And so, arguably then is when things started to change, and that was the year I started dressing like a guy, and the only reason I stopped and suppressed kind of how I was feeling, because obviously I didn't know what transgender was in 5th grade, was because I went shopping with my parents one day, and I said, hey, can we go to the guys section and look for clothes, and they just were very hesitant, even though I had done that on various other occasions. And so I kind of took that as a cue to kind of back off, and that this wasn't the right time, and it was just like, find a new thing, find something else, and just kind of go with being a female. That's what you're supposed to do. So that's what I thought, that's what I did, and I kind of just covered things up. I wore sweatshirts and, I don't want to say baggy, but just things that weren't fitting, they weren't necessarily flattering. I don't know, you could say it was teenage angst or preteen angst, but now when I look back on things, I just think it was because I wasn't comfortable with who I was, and whether I recognized it or not, I've recognized it now, and I'm trying to further myself and get to know myself, and that's pretty great. And even though it has its ups and downs, and things can be pretty crappy, it's nice. Since I came to college, especially college, you know. Pretty much right off the bat, I identified as Jordan and did ask people to use male pronouns, and you know, it's still a work in progress, but my friends picked up on it really fast, and you know, the roommate I have now, this is actually my second roommate, but both roommates that I've had have been really awesome and really accepting. It's just a little bit awkward because my college does not have co-ed dorms. You can't even have guys visit you when you're in the girls' dorm rooms, and obviously I'm in a girls' dorm room, so can feel pretty awkward sometimes and kind of just weird, and like I obviously haven't really hung out with the guy population, which is kind of, I mean, it's fine, but I kind of want to start that, so it's weird. I can't have them in my room. I can't, chill with them in my room. I have to go to the student center or a common area, and it's just like, I identify as a dude. I want to be able to chill with my friends wherever I want to chill with them, and so I'm really hoping that my school gets better at that policy. But it's whatever, and right now I'm happy with the friends that I that have accepted me for who I am, and my family, for those of them that know, they're coming to terms with it and they're working on it and they're trying to be as supportive as they can. So I mean, I'm really grateful for that, and just continuing and trying to find out who I am, and making this video is one of the first of many to kind of let me watch myself in my transition, which is kind of awesome. So, yeah.